Hello, greetings, awesome beings. How is everyone? Thank you for being here. All right. I just thought I'd do a live, say hello. There's not much on YouTube these days, is there? So I thought I'd make some content for myself and have a chat with you all. So hello, thanks for being here. Shari, how you going? CJ DV, Two Eyes Open, hello. The Knife Man, Manuel, Bernie, Joe Blogs, Jim, doing. All right, welcome everyone. Oh, only 20 of you. Numbers are a bit low at the moment. Damn you, YouTube. That's all right. We'll keep going. So yeah, I just sort of say a bit of a hello, and I've got some pictures of Brisbane. I'm going to be landing in Brisbane on the 15th. What's that? Like 4 days or something. So I thought I'd have a bit of a look at the old buildings, and thought I'd bring you along for the look. So. Yeah, it's all happening. I'm going to be away for 2 weeks, so there'll probably be, some live content and some kind of travels. Yeah, but apart from everything else, I don't know what else will be on the channel, but there'll be stuff. But I'll be sort of, gone and not ship here for 2 weeks. I'm actually spending a week at Kelly's farm, so that will be fun. So, all right, who else is here? Shane Thompson, hello. Grateful Dogs, Danny Young. All right. Gold for Press, is that how I say that? Michael De Silva, how you going? Natasha. All righty. So, what have I got here? Should we just jump straight into it? I don't know why, but for some reason I'm feeling strange here talking by myself. I think I'm doing too many collaborations. There's normally someone else here with me. I'm feeling naked. All right. So, how do I do this? Let's have a look at some pictures of Brisbane. And to start with, just have a quick look if I can find my page. Oh my God, so many pages open. Gosh, hang on. Of course, this isn't working. I need to be here. History of Brisbane. All right, let's get back to the show. Okay, we're getting there. I am a professional. I am. This one. All right, let's start here. History of Brisbane, Wikipedia, just quickly. Records date from 1799, when Matthew Flinders explored Moreton Bay on an expedition from Port Jackson, blah, 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 blah. Then it comes down here, European exploration. Permanent settlement in the region was not founded until 1823, when New South Wales governor, blah, blah. So 1823, on October 1823, Surveyor General set out on a party. So this is just when they, said there's some land, let's turn it into a city. First colony the next year, 1824. And down here, blah, 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 1828, commerce pressure to develop pastoral industry. So basically, by 1830, I guess, there might have been something there. Scottish immigrants from the ship Fortitude arrived in Brisbane in 1849. No doubt something to do with the gold, right? The 49ers. Let's go with some dates here. In fact, between the 1840s and the 1860s, the settlement, what are you doing? Relied, I can't read. Relied increasingly on goods obtained by trade with Aborigines. Firewood, fish, crabs, shellfish, and services they provided, such as water carrying, blah, blah, blah. So, okay, so by the 1860s, they still couldn't support themselves. Okay, so these, I'm just trying to get some dates so that, because we're going to be looking at some photos from the 1800s. Okay, so 1860s, small colony, still getting help from the natives. And here we have a picture. So this is 1872, or so they say. Let's have a look. Oh, come on, there we go. Okay, so this is a drawing, but even in this, or an etching, we can see not much. It's not going to let me go in, but these are all 2-story, 3-story brick and masonry buildings. So this was all done, what, 10, 20 years they're saying. But let us go back. I digress. So few pictures, and then as you can see here, 1880, by the 1880s, it was completely built out. So again, we've got this story of, you know, sort of a 20-year, I'll stop sharing, 20-year period, and they built this city that we're going to have a look at. So they just turned up 1823, was it? In a boat, nothing there. This is the story. Then they come in, they survey it. They sort of get some pastoral land going by the 1830s, and then by the 1840s, they still can't support themselves for another 20 years because they're still getting water and food and things from the locals. So, but they were also building this massive city. So let us have a look at, hang on, at this city when I get my stuff together. Share screen. All right. So this is Brisbane. Now this, I've marked this wrong. So I've written the wrong title. So I'm not sure what the date is, but it looks pretty early. You know, look at this, completely built into the hillside here. Looking like a mud flutter. Stairs up at the bottom. Massively oversized statue. You know, not to mention this dome in the background. This is Brisbane. This is the Trades Hall. Yep, hall. And I mean, look at the size of this. Look at these people. It's not the best. It's not too bad. But yeah, look at the size of these people compared to this building. I mean, that's a big building, and it's, you know, 4 stories, 4 big stories. And like I said, unfortunately, I don't have the date for that one. This one is around, this is 1901 when they, King, who was it? King George, I think, visited the king, and they did this. So this is what the city was like in 1901, you know, fully paved roads, as you can see, tram lines, metal bridges, you know, all these massive structures everywhere, you know, all done, you know, and if we, you know, go from the 1830s, even in 70 years, it's a pretty good feat. This is the old Queensland Museum. This is just an old crusty photo I found. Looks like it's had, see this square in the front here? Oh, there's a roof. Oh, there we go. It's a roof. Very hard to see. But look how Moorish this building looks. See these, you know, and also it's like the red and white, you know, the power station. Kind of look, not the best photo, but interesting nonetheless. Floods, right? This is the 1880s. And again, we've already got these big 3-story masonry buildings completely built out down here. And the first flood, and they just kept building, apparently, the whole city. Right, this. Now, this one is around 1890s, I believe. I've actually got another one of this photo that's, I didn't mark them all. But, I mean, look at the build out here. I mean, is this not ridiculous? So that, and again, you know, we're talking 40, maybe 50 years from them just turning up and nothing being here. And they got trams, they got the railway stations, in all these massive buildings everywhere, you know, and the same as, you know, that we see everywhere. All right. Another flood pick. 1883, this one. And again, look at the build out straight down the street, both sides, you know, old world buildings. I mean, what else do you say, right? We've got these wireless, I can't see any wires, these wireless electrical pole things. And of course, the big old Tartarian, you know, old world buildings with these, you know, cheap sort of verandas coming off them to change the look. And also when they're there, you don't look up and see what's above, right? But these people are having fun, hey? Getting the feet wet. Now this is Norman Creek Bridge, 1886. So I put this one in just to show you. I mean, look at this fence, you know, made from logs, right? Of course, yep, 100% agree they could do that. This bridge even, yep, it's just made from wood, not a problem. it looks like the actual bridge itself is, again, just wood, like suspended across the river, and wooden houses, right, up off the ground. This is what you would expect everywhere. And this is clearly what they were building, but, we're supposed to believe that they also built the city. This is intersection Stanley Street and Vulture Street. And is that a steamboat? Looks like it is. Again, just old, old world buildings, right? Massive church there. I'm not sure what part. I mean, this clearly isn't the city part. I'm not sure what suburb, but you can see there's still, quite a bit of building, and also there's these funny angled roads. Why are they on funny angles if it's a new city? I don't know, but this is the Botanical Gardens, 1884. So not only have they built this, they've done all the landscaping, put in tennis courts, they've got steps and paths everywhere. And this thing in the background, right? 1884. So again, they stepped ashore to, we're told to nothing there, barren land. 1823. So that's, 60 years. They've built out the whole city with buildings like this. And they're just sitting around playing tennis. Who's building this stuff? These people. Right, this is a union strike. This is the 20s. 1912. This is a big strike. Everyone's decided they don't like their conditions, and so they're standing in rows. But look what's behind them. Massive Tartarian buildings everywhere. 3, 4, 5 stories tall. Belfries, everything, right? Same stuff. Port windows, arch windows, porticos, and of course, massive buildings. Look at the size of the people here compared to this doorway. All right, they're tiny. Doorway's like 3 times too big. And again, in a brand new city, this is the question we keep asking: why would they build them so big? This says ploughing George Street towards Roma Street, 1890s. So they're clearly ploughing something up. It's pretty rocky. Doesn't really look like dirt, does it? It's pretty rocky. But again, look at these buildings. And what are they doing ploughing the street? Wouldn't you put the street in first and then put the houses on it? But no, they've built all these houses and shops, in a completely straight line next to each other, and then they go and put the road in, apparently. And this is the same city in Melbourne. They said they built the whole city, and then they went back and put the sewerage in after the city was built. This is just, talk about doing things backwards, right? Put the house before the street. This is Queen Edward Street intersection. Don't have the year. Obviously an early shot here, pretty grainy. But again, right, this is just these dirt roads, not leveled. I mean, look at this bit here. You can see, and then it drops off down to where this little, this looks wooden, like an extension they've built on, but this is a 2-story brick building, maybe 3-story at the back. Brick building here, chimneys, brick buildings, and no roads, and just, the horse and cart, hardly any people. It just looks like a found city, right? Not founded, found dead. Again, this is 1901, and these, archway things, are quite a few of them in Australia, and they're all, the story for all of them is that they were put up for the, when the King came for the centenary, I think it was. Or no, I guess it would have been the founding, right? 1901. That's when Australia became Australia. Here it is. Gloria Summers, the son of York. So, okay. Duke of York, is that who the king was? King's crown. But again, this is said, it's a World's Fair sort of story. They just built it, made it look old, solid, but it was just plaster, and then they ripped it down. So, can't really tell with this photo. Who knows? But pretty interesting, right? The streets are built out. A lot of fanfare. Queen Street again. And I mean, look how clean and nice these buildings are, all symmetrical, edge to edge, built, by people. This is 1890. So this was all done in 60 years, right? But as far as we can tell, unskilled, where are all the trade schools teaching these people? This is another flood. I guess this is, 1883 again. And by then they'd already got this massive building. Well, that's the State Library. Well, there you go. The State Library went under. No doubt they lost all their records. Here's that photo again. So this was, it was 1890. This one completely built out with, I mean, look at this. Old world buildings, all right? And when you can see, again, the population, looks a bit scant, shall we say. Brisbane Fire Brigade, 1899, man. Look at this dude. He's pulling a wheelie. Woohoo! Yeah, man. And you can see it's level at the front here, goes down at the back like a mud flutter. Bell tower, spire, dome, portico, everything, right? It could be in any city in the realm, but no, that's in Brisbane, Australia, 1899, the firehouse. The Treasury Building, around 1890 again. And look at this thing, four massive stories and another fifth on top. These hot things that we see everywhere. Tram lines in the dirt. Doesn't look like that's a laid road, does it? And again, these people with these clothes, they don't look like the kind of people that were building this city, or even, really working in it. Old street lamp that we see everywhere. And one of the old, electric poles, but this one's got wires coming off it. So pretty interesting. Edward Street, and it's the whole city's built out. The whole city. Did something just beep? And did someone just pop in? Bernie, are you in my stream? This is Customs House, Circular Quay. So this is 1940s, a bit later, but look at the size of this building. Right on the edge of the water, big bridges. Okay, now I'm going to see, is there someone in my stream? It is. There's a sniggering Bernie there, you see. I don't know if I should let him in. What do you think? 147 of you watching. Okay, so put a 1 in the comments if you think I should let Bernie in. Tell me. Oh, thumbs are going down, Bernie. Okay, you can say hello to people. Hello.
Hello.
Nice to see. Hello.
I had to do
Bernie,
a.
how you doing?
Oh, we
join
got
now.
one.
Hello, Ben Riley.
I got one. Oh, there's a few ones. All right. One with the 1.
Did you get some ones? Oh, there we go. Oh, lots of ones now.
Nice.
Oh, my God, heaps of ones. Wow. You're number 1, Bernie.
Oh, I'm popular. Oh, psychedelic prawn crumpet said 2. I got a couple rejections too. Crumpet.
Oh, you got some too.
Hey, Joe.
Oh, that's no good.
Oh no.
All right, who we got here? Dragon Sage.
Figured I'd just stop in quickly before I fall asleep.
Shine. Note Machinist, yeah. Wow, man, you got heaps of. Oh, Jim Dillinger gave you the big thumbs down, mate.
Jim. Ones, 2s, and 3s.
Ones. No 9s in there. You got a 3. You got a 3?
Maybe if we add it all up, it'll go go to 9. Fun times.
Well, so how are you, Bernie?
So you're going on a vacation soon, or a working trip?
Vacation. We don't. That's funny. We don't say vacation. For some reason, we say holiday.
No?
Holiday.
Holiday.
I'm going on a pilgrimage. I know,
nice.
Right? Holiday. Vacation's much better. I'm going on Wednesday to Brisbane, and then I'm catching a train up to Rockhampton, hanging out for a bit, then back to Brisbane, and then back to Kelly's farm for a week of
Oh, heck
work,
yeah.
basically. So it'll be a working holiday, but it'll be fun. Yeah.
Working on the farm is fun, though. When you're there, we should do a stream and get Kelly making some monoatomics for her farm and try watering the plants with the monoatomics and see if she can get the 5-foot lettuce out there as well.
Yeah, you should see her lettuce, actually. I saw a photo, and it was literally like 2 weeks after she'd put the garden in, and the lettuces were massive. And I was like, surely they're not the seedings you put in. Did you go buy whole? And she's like, no. So yeah, but yeah, no, we can do that. Definitely going to do some streams. We can actually do like a Tartar Australia where Kelly and I are in the same vicinity, which will be interesting. And we're going to get videos of Rockhampton. There's lots of buildings up there. So, and of course, we're doing a little gig.
So whereabouts is Rockhampton and Brisbane in Australia?
So Rockhampton. Well, let's have a look, Bernie. Now that you ask.
Right, let's educate this Canadian on the Australian geography.
Yeah, let's do a bit of freestyle. It'll be good for me too. Then I'll know where I'm going, which will be helpful.
Right? Helping Cambell plan his itinerary. That's what Burn Eye's here for.
All right, so I live over here. This is where I am, down in Perth.
So you're in the southwest corner.
All the way across to Brisbane.
Oh, wow.
Which is here. And this is like the Gold Coast.
Look at that coast.
Down here.
That looks like one giant artificial coastline.
Well, down here, it is quite interesting. There is all this canal. Well, obviously, a lot of them are man-made. It's like Gold Coast, but I found some star remnants and other bits, so that's definitely worth a look.
It's looking pretty man-medalish and Florida-ish, hey? Like, look at those canals and all of it.
Yeah,
Sure, some of it's new world, but a lot of it looks old world, reclaimed.
Yeah, well, you can see the old line along here, right?
Oh, wow, look at that off the coast. What's that big rectangle, Cambell, to the right there? Like, that, like, almost looks like pyramids within it. Like, what the heck is that?
And then it's all this. They're all just blurred out. And then I don't, God knows what this big massive track is, right? Look at this. Looks like they've dragged something along the bottom of the ocean.
Huh.
So
wow,
so
giant
that's
indentation
Brisbane.
in there.
I'm catching the train. Where is Rockhampton? Is that it there? Rockhampton. God, I'm good. So that's up there. That's Brisbane.
I think that almost looks like the area that Brody's in from YBG Youngbloods or YBS Youngbloods there. Maybe Cambell can pop out of the train and go on a boating trip to some tidal pools while you're out there.
Oh, that dude. Yeah, right. Yeah, he would be cool to meet. Yeah, man, go see some giant, like, shell creature things. Yeah, so I don't know. Look at this river, it's pretty equidistant, isn't it?
Look at that.
And this is Rockhampton. So haven't had a good look, but we've got a big park, right? With by the looks of it. Is
that's
maybe?
Super suspicious right there. And like that big S-bend reminds me of a lot of Michelle Gibson's work with catching these.
Yeah, you see them everywhere, these meanders. There's another one there, another sort of man-made canal here by the looks of it. See coming down there.
Oh, yeah.
So there's definitely a few, bits around. I haven't had a look at, here's a golf course.
Look at that giant oxbow or what do you call it? The billabongs.
This is probably
on the opposite side there. The south.
Where? Down here?
Southwest side. Big billabong.
Here's another canal.
Right, and they're all dried up too.
Oh, this. What are you talking about?
The Billabong at the bottom left
Oh,
of
Billabong.
the city part.
Billabong.
Calling it your way.
Wow. Yeah.
To up,
Down.
yeah, one there, and then one up a bit
Kind of a Billabong.
to the left, just to the left of where you are. There we go, right there.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one there. Yeah.
Those
Billabong
are
is such a better
really
name than bloody. What's the other name? Oxbow Lake.
Oxbow
How
Lake.
retarded.
Yeah. I like the Billabong.
Billabong.
They make good
and this is, of
clothing,
course, where you
and
would think another
Canadians, it
star
means
would
something
be.
else.
Yeah. No, Canadians are allowed to say Billabong, but Americans are not. That's racist. Yeah, you'd think there'd be a star here, right? And of course, we find a golf course. You know, on the that's where you sort of see the stars. Like I would think there and sort of here, and so on the other side here as well, where you would think there'd be something. That's a nice little angle there. Who knows?
Across the river, it looks kind of old worldish with the layout of the town.
Check out, there's just canals everywhere though. There's another one.
And they're all dried up too. They don't even look like they're active.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's very, I think that's just brown water. And then most of the rivers up north are like brown. They're not really, that's what they look like. Look at the different color there. What's that? A dam?
Bridge or a dam?
The Green River and the Brown River. So that's yeah, Rockhampton. And then, oh wow, man, look at this. Woohoo! There for a river system. We found the tree of life, man. Oh my God, look at this. This is insane. Look at this.
Looks electric,
wow,
like
man,
the
yeah. That's just crazy. And that's all waterways that are like
probably find some cool stuff buried under there.
Yeah.
You're either gonna find like a buried pyramid in Star Fort or Brody in that area right there.
You could find an orange lake. Why not?
Strip mining, probably.
Yeah, that'll be mining. Oh, yeah, here's another one down here.
Oh, just so ugly.
Oh my God, what's this place? It isn't it? And look, it's just such a beautiful coastline. And look at looks like it's just all industry and see, it's all just shipping and so I don't even know what this is. Where am I? Anyone know?
That right there is called being shipped to China.
And here's a Great Barrier Reef. Oh my God, that's being pieced together pretty well.
So we are manifesting this time next year. I'm gonna be out there with you. We're gonna explore that Great Barrier Reef, and we're gonna hijack Brody in his boat to do it.
Yeah, man, let's do it. And this is Townsville, and I lived a year up in Cairns, which is here. Actually, I lived south, which I lived in Gordonvale. And when I looked out my window, I looked at this, and this is called Walter's Pyramid.
Walter's Pyramid. I wonder if look at that. When you zoom in, it does look like four-sided.
Let's see if we can get a... Where did I live? I think I lived about here somewhere. Let's see. Oh, in the middle of the road. There it is.
Oh, wow. Look at that. That is totally like Indonesian pyramid, Bosnian pyramid style.
Yeah. This is all cane fields. This is where I saw the bird spider, man. Like I was literally walking on one side of the road and I saw it on the other side. It was that big. I saw it walking down the road. It was just like freaking.
Oh.
Yeah, man, they're huge.
They're heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, they're pretty big. I also almost stepped on a king brown snake while walking through one of these cane fields. but I got to wake up and look at this pyramid every morning. So, and I made it out alive. I might have gone troppo for a little
That
bit.
would be energetic, I bet.
Yeah, it was awesome. Like we were just here, and it was a new that we actually lived in. It was called the Pyramid Estate. I think it was sort of down here, but behind us, all this is just virgin like rainforest, and then around the pyramid, there's like this river, this river, and it all goes up to the pyramid. And we went through there one day after it had been raining, and the whole thing was just like tributaries and water everywhere, and I saw these weird spirit people. Had a very strange experience. So
cool.
there's very, very strange energy. They call and it's a thing. They say going troppo because people literally go up there and they just lose their minds, and it's called going troppo.
Get possessed, taken over.
Yeah, it's a lot of strange energy. And there's a story that there was a Russian prince or something escaped, and he's living up in the rainforest or something.
Is this the area where Santos Bernacchi is from?
Santos is from Melbourne.
Oh, you missed my joke. The body swap. Losing their mind.
What? Oh, okay. Shh. People might.
Hey, I'm trying to give them an excuse here.
I know, right? Oh wow, look at this water. Look at that. What the hell? I want to go holiday there, man.
I like take a beautiful beach area.
Someone's been painting pictures, man. That does not look natural.
Yeah, no doubt. And as you zoom in, yeah, that's totally artificial.
That's water.
Totally. Like what the?
What they do that? What? Someone's been practicing their bloody watercolor painting. Again,
so I was talking with Dutch Since a bit, and Michael Dutch Since, he's come through all of his earthquake thesis and like calculations and tracking and like the process that he's come up with and all the time he spent on Google Maps and everything over the years. He's now like 99.99% sure that the continents were somehow like artificially or intelligently created, especially Australia, and is completely thrown off that the globe model doesn't work with his earthquake system and how the energy goes throughout. And yeah, so hopefully finally this week we'll be able to have them on. They've been really attacking them. Like I guess there was some fraud, like some group like imitated him on a Facebook group or something and like posted something anti-Cove, which then somehow some like international organization was able to use to try to discredit him and all of his work and like try to get him banned and like a whole bunch of drama over the last week and a half, like just insane attacks trying to get him canceled. So that's why the interview hasn't happened so far. But he's finally like been able to like expose it more.
If we get on the bloody cast, you might explode the internet, man. Like, what the hell? Like,
yeah,
it's bizarre what's going on, isn't it? Like, it's just getting insane.
Right. But it's like a badge of honor, is what I was telling him. It's like the attacks and like the discrediting is so stupid and false and blatantly like obviously fake that it just reconfirms how accurate and on point his work is. And any others that have like these sort of attacks happening, it's like all it is basically the mainstream verifying that your work is legitimate.
Yeah. Well, I have to check out his latest one, but I know he's found the big stars and things, and And Australia is the highest continent land on Earth, apart from Antarctica, the wall. So interesting, right? Yeah, I mean, Dutch since I saw a thing, I think
together.
Was it? He might have shown on his show where some news lady or like a weather lady was referencing him on like the news.
Yeah, no. So it was in Italy. It was on CNN International, and it was that his earthquake forecast for this Italian region. All the people listening the night before were like, a big quake's gonna hit, so they like spread it around to all the villagers. Everybody slept in the cars. They even notified the mayor, and then sure enough, the next morning the earthquake hit. Everybody was prepared and safe. Fully vindified his work, and like he actually saved lives. So one of the residents went on CNN being interviewed about the quake, explained it, and like gave him a shout out for it. And then they instantly had to cancel it because the official narrative is you cannot predict earthquakes. There's no model to predict earthquakes. And he's giving these 7-day forecasts that are 99.999% accurate over like the last 10 years that he's been doing it. It's just crazy.
It just shows you where we are, right? He's got it all, and they just want to shut him down. Anyone with the truth on the right path, they just want to shut him down.
The mainstream science is just such a disgrace to what science actually is. It's infuriating to like actual researchers and people doing science like myself and others in this community. And it's just like, if they were serious about the best interests of humanity, advancing humanity, or just technology and science in general, they would accept these new discoveries and embrace them, and then use them to incorporate into their broken models that don't work. And we would actually accelerate by leaps and bounds, but they refuse it on every aspect, whether it's volcanoes, whether it's earthquakes, weather, whether it's energy, anti-gravity, transportation, like you name it, agriculture, all of it. It's just it's a giant screw.
What have they been trying to teach everyone, right? Trust the science. That's the most unscientific statement ever made. What? If anything, that the statement literally should be, do not trust the science, test it.
Exactly.
Don't believe it until it's provable. And then even when it is, then you question it, right? And or else you don't go forward. So I know, right? Seance, right? It's all seance, really. That's what it is now, using their spells to make people stupid. Exosomes, yeah, man. I'm redox molecules get rid of exosomes, don't they? I'm pretty sure they do. You need more online talk. I need more online read is what I need. Laurel Bear, Sand Grouper Sunsets. Oh, you're in Perth or in WA, Sand Grouper. He's very clever. Who said?
Yeah, can we let's take a street view look at Brisbane quickly.
Is that? I think someone called you a potheed, but very clever.
Oh dear.
Hello, potheeds.
Yeah. I am indeed.
I mean, that's the thing as well. Right? When I was young,
I don't have a plot.
Everyone, right?
I've got the captain's hat.
He's lost his mind. You get told that potheads, are stupid, and like literally, they're just dumb. They're just sitting on you. But what I feel,
I won't deny it.
Is
the short-term memory loss
have all smoked pot if they're not smoking it regularly. They at least probably have in the past.
Yeah. So my own personal experience with pot is short-term memory loss, 100% real. Like, don't try to do like a math test or like go in for English language writing a novel when you're stoned, because you will forget absolutely everything. But it doesn't like permanently destroy the brain cells. You sleep, they recharge, and you get your memory back. It's like a temporary effect. But at the same time, when I get very stoned off like the THC psychedelic aspect of the CBD terpenes and THC aspect,
Mary
I
Jane.
almost get like the channeling from like the universe of like crazy science ideas and like different information coming in. And oftentimes like my breakthrough like experiments or discoveries have come from being really stoned on pot, and just it works for me. And then there's other people I know, extremely talented artists, that they smoke a little bit of marijuana and like it's the literal demon devil for them and just does not work with
It
their
stops
system,
from
you know.
creating.
So
Yeah.
each their own.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, you know. I mean, I mean, bloody diets, right? It's so confusing, bloody diet. But I think it's so confusing because, you know, and I'll probably get cancelled, but clearly there's different types of humans out there, right? That have different body types, so that do better on different foods. That's why you can't say one size fits all, and this is good for everyone, bad for everyone. Got to walk your own journey. Walk your own
Exactly,
path.
right? Diversification and individuality, different strokes for different folks.
Different strokes, man. It takes different strokes to build the world. Yes, it does.
Right? It's like if you want to self-identify as a dolphin or a lizard person, like, sure, I self-identify as a pothead. You can self-identify as a transgender lizard dolphin basketball. You know, it's like there's no judgment.
No judgment. Exactly. What do you call a broke dolphin? A porpoise. I just made that up. God, I'm hilarious. All right, shall we look at some?
Good.
Oh, here's a building. So we saw that one. Again, look at the size of this thing, right? Little people. I mean, this guy's
statues like 3 times the size.
Yeah, it's like that first one, that's with the statue on the street, was just ridiculous. We've seen that one.
You know, what I would really like to see is counterfeit nickels and Ewok, the flip-flop fools, try to debunk Antiquitech, because it's like, oh, they've debunked Tartaria and the pictures and but it's like, yeah, how about you explain these waveguide generators, giant energy generating domes, and all of this massive Antiquitech? But you know, why don't you start there with the complexity that like, oh god, it's insane.
What are you doing to my stream, Bernie? It was nice and friendly.
I'm sorry, I got a little triggered by some people leaving comments that, oh, I don't follow Tartaria anymore ever since Wooden Nickel started putting out that quality content. And I was like, trigger.
What are they doing here? They're on the wrong channel. Maybe they're after, you know, low quality, which apparently we are, right? And then clearly these aren't windows. They're the tops of windows. So this is not a
it's like,
building.
Let's just
build basements like that. It was for the beer.
Build this insanely valuable, like, heavy-duty architectural marvel with a bunch of floodgates along the base of it, you know, just so we make sure that it'll flood anytime it rains. You know, let's just put these drains into the basement.
Yeah, this is Brisbane, right? So this is the same city that had this. All right, they get flooded.
So naturally,
why would they be building anything?
You design your buildings to let the water in every flood season, naturally.
They've got underground baths. I mean, pools. That's what it is, Bernie. But I got this one. This is the Lower Esplanade, Sandgate, 1889. Now, this is what you would expect to see, right? Church made of wood.
Exactly. Little wooden building.
Right size. Wooden building, single story, you know, not completely built out. a little bit, higgledy piggledy.
Not
It's not
even
in
metal on
complete
its
grid.
spire. The spire's not even an extra like story, no metal really, like a little antenna,
That would
but
just
like
be a bit of wood
there's
just
no
to make it look.
dome, there's
And
no
this
like
is,
metal sheeting on it.
yeah, this is all just for looks by the, it's not even open windows or anything. So that'd be, and that looks brand new. Little, what are these? I hope they're not toilets.
Change room, outhouse, change
Little
room.
shacks in the water. But this is what you would expect, right? But that's not what we see, is it? When we hit the city. Oh, this is the I think Paul Cook showed this on a recent video. This is called it was called the Mortuary Railway Station. It literally, the story is they built it to ship like dead bodies to a funeral to
Look at the
cemeteries.
entrance, both the passenger and the train. Like,
It's weird, right?
we're just
Yeah,
gonna
this
make a
door.
train
You've got a
terminal that
guy
looks like a
still.
cathedral.
Yeah, and these are angels. That's probably saying goodbye to all the dead people, right? But this is the thing. Look at that infrastructure. What, just to transport dead people? Come on. This is St. Stephen's Cathedral. And again,
How many floors underground is that? How many floors down do you think that
is? Looking a bit short at the front here, isn't it?
Like, look at those. Yeah, that's a tower. Those two look like towers.
It's almost like that. I mean, they're definitely not tall enough, but you reckon it's had the top taken off it? I don't know. Well, it's got a window behind it, so it wouldn't have been too much taller. But yeah, it just that just looks short, doesn't it? It looks like it should go at least down to here.
It definitely does.
And look at these spires, right? They're quite inspiring. Look at the top of that.
Yeah, look at that Antiquitech in it. Looks like it's got some coils put in there. Probably some mercury in there.
Bizarre. This is 1940s, the Story Bridge. Just a nice picture. Big cannon here sitting over this guy's head.
Another aspect is like there's the stories of all the Mexican pyramids, even the Egyptian pyramids, when they were like first found by Western colonizers, that they were covered in all these metal sheets, gold plates, different insulator, dipole. What's the actual word? It'll come to me. But the metals that makes them actual macro conductors and generators and whatnot. What's to say that the cathedrals weren't the same way? And like from some of the ones in Russia that you go into, and they are completely covered in gold foils and all of that. What's to say they weren't beforehand in all the major cathedrals everywhere?
Good point. I mean, exactly. Yeah, the ones in Russia, the outside of the onion domes are still covered in metals and gold and stuff. So, and
same with the inside.
It's a good way to start an economy, right? You've just got this stuff everywhere, so you just go and rip it all down and say, now this is.
And they were bringing back all the melted gold. So where was that gold coming from? Probably destroying the Antiquitech.
All right. The gold rush. Yeah, the gold rush, the 1840s. We've discussed that before, that they were, because this is the thing, like especially in countries like Australia and the US, they have these gold rushes. But it's like California, right? You had a gold rush in California. Well, not you because you're Canadian. Americans in California's massive, and same with Texas. These massive states, but somehow people wander around and they find the gold in them, right? And then someone finds it, and then suddenly they find all this other gold. Like when you're talking, especially Australia, man, the distances that would need to be covered are ridiculous. So it's much more likely that they had maps and they knew where the towns or whatever were, and they were going there and stripping places.
Exactly, right? Like the infrastructure, especially in these far out isolated places, to then do the mining and stuff, like it doesn't add up. And now like all these ancient gold mines that are way more advanced, these crazy tunnels and mines that seem like it's from previous civilizations, that it must be that they were just harvesting, ripping all the Antiquitech down and ruining the old free civilization and stripping it for the crown.
The crown. Exactly right, for the crown. I mean, that's what it looks like, and that's, yeah, and then they weren't building these cities, you know, because Melbourne's the same, but Brisbane, you know, completely built in what, bloody 40 years, building out whole cities when clearly all they could build was wood. And why would you do both? Why would you build a city out of, you know, bricks and brick houses and mortar, and then out in the country you build wood? I mean, is that they're saying, oh, well, it's so hard to get stuff out there? Well, okay, explain all the mines, show us all the quarries, show us everything that is out there that you know. It's a dumb story. It's a dumb story.
Right?
How's everyone?
Like
Oh, I'm gonna catch the train.
it's just amazing once you have new eyes, being able to see everything.
Yeah, Paddy Hannon. Yeah. Paddy Hannon walked to the middle of nowhere and found gold. So Paddy Hannon walked from Perth to Kalgoorlie, which is, I mean, I don't know. I think it took him over a week. It takes you, what does it take to drive there? It's over a day. And well, is it? I can't remember. It's a long way. It's a bloody long way through the desert, no water. And yeah, he just walked out there and found gold. And then everyone apparently just got a wheelbarrow and walked from Perth to Kalgoorlie and started mining gold. So it's through the desert, man. There's nothing out there. Crypto Alchemist, Bernie's channel. There you go. Link, go and subscribe, guys. Share the love. Streets paved with gold. Yeah. Right. Follow the yellow brick road, man. Follow the yellow brick road. I think the gold rush is in Australia where a manufactured advertising campaign to pop out. Well, yeah, could be. There's definitely a lot of, you know, population swapping going around. Of course, we started off, right, with the convicts, my ancestors, those wascally wascals. And then we got the question of, you see, this is the thing, right? I'm so oppressed. I come from slavery, but no one cares. I don't get special treatment. Bloody hell, I'm oppressed. Give me stuff for doing nothing. Just being oppressed. Oh.
Indeed, let's get us a LiDAR drone.
I want a LiDAR drone.
Right.
I can't fly it at the moment, but I want one. Thank you, Lady Lux.
What we'll have to do is maybe if I can get one, and then if we split it or something, and then I'll do my area here for 6 months, and then when I come over there, I'll leave it with you, and then you can do all of Australia once I'm gone, right? We'll do sharing is caring.
We can just get two controls. We'll get two controls, and we'll just fly it back and forth when we want it. We'll send it on its way. Shari worked it out. Yeah, it was the three little pigs. So one built the city made of bricks. One went out into the country and built the, you know, the crappy houses. And I don't know, one got lost in the building out of straw. Rock and roll built them. They built this city on rocks and rolls, apparently. Does anyone know where all these bricks were made?
Right.
There's a big question, that one. We're still trying to work it out. Apparently they were just baked in the sun, weren't they? My dudes who lived in tents or something. Rumple on the Hill, old chap. Nice name. Did you see Santos post the other day? He was pissed. You commented, no, I don't watch any of Santos stuff. He's lost his mind. You know, people have let me know what's going on. But I mean, I tried to watch a bit of one of those videos, and I just
so vile.
I mean, holy crap. Yeah, I didn't see anything about me, but the way he's talking about other people and women, and I mean, it's just
like my ears were almost bleeding.
And yeah, I literally I just turned it off. I'm not
right,
I'm not putting that stuff in my mind at all.
Yeah.
Is that the same? No, I'm far behind on the comments. Oh my God, I was so far behind on the comments. Is that the comment that triggered you before? Was it? Yeah, nice. So I mean, I'm just, same. I'm just staying out of it. Not interested. I have obviously done work for them when they started up. I'd made some videos. I never got paid or anything. I was just helping them out. But I have let them know that I don't want to be associated with them, and it's all it's got to do with is not anything else. It was a reaction that came out, not anything else that was going on. I was just
Right, not
watching
the
to see what
accusation.
would
It
happen.
was
And
how
then
he
I just went, well,
responded, and just like
that's how he responded, and he tied me into it. Well, so I'm told. I
yeah.
haven't seen it because, like I said, I can't watch it. It's disgraceful. But yeah. So
He's like death threatening
let's just
everybody.
forget
He
that.
was literally threatening to kill anybody that questioned him at one, like in some points of it. And it's just like, what are you doing? And like the most derogatory, like hate-filled, like things that nobody should wish upon anybody. And it's all that was like that's been coming out of him for the last like 2 weeks in his streams. It's I feel bad for someone like that because it's like they're in that downward spiral. They've been possessed by like this ego demon that's taken over or something, like they've let some sort of negative parasite energy in, and they're just not themselves. They're thinking straight, clearly.
And it's happening. He's not the only one it's happening to. Like this, something's going on. But like I said, I mean, all we can do is just, that's the thing, right? We've just got to be stronger and just ignore them. Sorry. And just do our thing, because the main thing
I'll
they
stop
want
clicking on comments. I'll let you do.
Yeah, you click. The main thing they want is our attention, right? Because when they get our attention, it takes our attention off what we're doing. So you just ignore them. Just
I guess them. He is in Mexico.
Yeah, who knows what's going on, right? Funny stuff in the water. Who knows? Doesn't matter. We'll never find out. I just
pray that I pray for his soul to return to him and he gets his mind back. Like I just pray that like the negative energy and hate gets removed. He's able to remove it from himself and gain his composure back, because I have no ill will for anybody.
Indeed, yeah. Body snatchers. One love, Brian. How you going? All right, so now that we've talked, now you're going to have to sing a song and raise the vibrations, Bernie, because I can feel it. Bernie dance. How about the Bernie
dance? I don't know what happened, but I actually am happy. Let's raise that vibration up, as my numbers actually today, for some reason, started to go up again after being held at like pretty much. I was held at exactly 4,010 for like the last 2 weeks. Just in the last 12 hours, I somehow gained 370 subscribers. So I'm doing a happy dance because the algos let me out of jail for, the last 12 hours. And it just goes to show when
sitting at, what am I, 68 or 69? I can't remember. It was one of those. But I've been sitting there for like, 2-3 months now. I haven't gone up 1,000. Though every month I get, between 2,000 and 2,500 subscribers apparently. But yeah, the last couple of days, it's gone up, and I reckon I'm actually going to hit 70,000 sometime in the next week or so.
Nice.
Amazing. It's actually moving, so that's good.
Right, there we go. We're raising the vibrations. We're raising the numbers up. We're out of the YouTube penalty box, apparently.
Well, look what happened. Right, it was almost like we got tested, right, and a few channels failed the test, and they're going under.
Thank
right?
Dutch Sense, he shouted us out, I guess. Thank you, Dutch Sense. Then, what up, TT?
Did he? Did he shout me out?
I guess so. Apparently.
Hey, TT, how you going? Well, there you go. Well, there you go. Nice. Let us fantasize that YouTube are actually unrestricting us. Come on.
Right? Oh, goodness gracious.
We've got to, we're creating the future. Tonix, how you going? We are doing well. Thank you very much for joining us. We are just a holiday sharing channel. We are. Anyone up in Queensland, or New South Wales, Northern New South Wales, Brisbane. Come see me in Rockhampton. I'm going on a holiday. And we're going to do a show with Kelly. So come and check me out if you can. Oh, there you go. Dutch Synth, Mama Sari. Hello, welcome. Dutch Synth is how you found us. All right. Thank you, Dutch. Thank you for being here, Mama. I hope we are living up to your expectations. Oh, what did I miss there? Someone said I should have 100. I agree. And I think you should write to YouTube.
I disagree. I think you should have 250,000 at this point. But you should, at the very minimum, have that 100,000 plaque. Like, I don't think they're ever going to let
my numbers in my head.
You might get one in like 5 years.
No. I'm going for it. I'm working on this. We're creators, right? So I'm going to put it to the test, because this whole, even mentioning, we're being shadow banned. It's kind of like, creating it maybe. John Levi's obviously not thinking that. He's at 250. If he can do it, oh, well, geez, man, I can do it. So I'm just gonna create my own, reality from now on, I think. What was that? I always felt Santos was, yes, let's not talk about Santos. Thank you. How do we say that? Manel. Thank you. Oh, are you clicking buttons? Because I'm clicking them and not working. If it changed, I would follow literally YouTube release. Yeah. Well, it actually happened about 3 months ago, because I was at, what was it? I think I was at 48 or something for like literally 9 months. And then something happened
like
in 10 days.
46,000 to 48,000 over 9 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were gaining like 1,000 a week consistently up until that point, every single week.
You should see my stats. It's just like this line that goes boink, and it's a flat line again. It's like, come on. So it's like someone accidentally like knocked a button, and I was like let free, and got my actual stats for it in like 10 days. I went, oh crap, quick, turn him off. But I mean, imagine if that was real, man. If I could go up bloody 20,000 subs every couple of weeks, geez, that'd be fun. How many have we got here? So even 217. So even last night on the live, not the live, the premiere, we only just hit 200, and they normally run it. Well, it's been 500 for the last sort of few months, but before that it was 800, 1,000, and it's just going down. Maybe we just suck. Maybe people just don't like us, Bernie. Maybe we just really, really bad at being YouTubers. Maybe we just have to face the facts.
TT, shout out to TT. He has exposed. I definitely have some haters out there that are like, screw Burn Eye. I don't watch Autodidactic anymore because of Burn Eye. Yeah. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Not me. Everyone loves me. Only good words are said about me. I haven't said anything bad ever.
Indeed. No, it's true. It's true.
If you let out bad things, you're not
I did one too many of these Illuminati confirmed jokes, and people started taking me seriously, I guess.
That's my main problem. It's just all the Illuminatis I hang out with, man, and they're all confirmed. Like they're confirmed, man. Where's my camera? There you go. Clip this. Illuminati confirmed. And that's all you need, right? That's 100% proof, by the way, guys. That's 100% proof of Illuminati confirmed. Pollution is now in the TV. Oh, really? The word pollution? Interesting. There you go. 200 plus is pretty good, though. I've seen YouTube more subscribers who put the same amount of views. I'm going, wow. Well, thank you. Thank you, but I'm not happy. I want 500 plus. Everyone go out. Okay, we're going to give you a few minutes. Go and grab a friend and bring them back. I expect to see 5. I just want to see that jump, because you've all got a friend.
The first person you see, make them grab their cell phone out. Make them pull up YouTube and go on the street right now.
Smartphone. That's all you need. Get on this channel now. Go and do it. You can do it. You can do it. It's your challenge for the day if you accept it. Maybe that's how we need to grow our channels. Maybe we're doing it all wrong. You just need to be more forceful.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, Lady Likes is she still wants you here, Bernie. So there you go. You got another one.
Thank you, Lady Luck. And all of you beautiful souls
we're doing
watching.
it.
I love you all.
You, Jay. Yes,
so what was your original topic
guys,
before I hijacked your stream?
That was it, really. I was just looking at some pictures. So I was checking out Brisbane, Vegas, as we call it. Seems I'm going to be jetting in. I'm a jet setter. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Yeah, so I checked it out and I thought, I might just go live and show some people what I'm doing. Seems I'm not going to be around. Well, I don't know. See, I might actually be on the screen more when I'm away. Who knows? I'll be doing interesting things. I can do like short little lives and show you the train ride. Maybe I'll do that. We'll do a 7-hour stream. What do you reckon? 7 hours of my phone facing out the train window.
I think it's time. I'll pair Bert and Ernie with you.
I reckon we can do it. Oh, nice. Bert and Ernie go on a train. Then we could, pick up a whole nother audience, right? I was going to say something that was interesting and I forgot what it was. Don't you hate that? And no, I haven't been. I'm losing my short-term memory. What? What?
So here's a couple pictures from the viewers. This from our stream. So this is like one of the Starford areas in, I think, Holland or Denmark or Belgium.
Yeah.
No, Holland, I think.
Actually,
but
someone told me to look at something, didn't they?
And then look at this. Oh, and then it actually looks like.
Wow! Yeah. Wow! Look at that! I can see it. It's a seagull, or is it a magpie? Don't know. Any colors?
Right, something. And then, so here's another one, like from the Medicine Hat Badlands. I think supposedly this was close by. Maybe not. I guess the minutes and hours there are down at the bottom. I have yet to check out exactly where it is, but it's a buffalo essentially.
It's a fat buffalo or a buff buffalo.
It does, buffalo. Oh, whoop. Oh, that was the Exertus stream. Real science. And it's like we're actually doing some pretty cool real science. A whole new stream with the Exertus.
The Harry Potter wand will soon be a reality.
Oh, actually, I should show you play a clip that we did from that real science stream earlier last night that actually has that. Jeremiah did this wand where it actually shoots a plasma beam out. It's pretty intense.
Wow, man. I want a plasma beam wand.
Right? Oh, it's so cool. If it will ever load. Oh, here we go.
That's something.
Come in. Not quite.
Oh, look at that. Picture in picture. I've only just worked out how to do that. Is that how people do that? Oh, man, we're in the show, Bern.
Oh.
Yeah, in the show.
It's dark, so you can't see that that's a wand that it's actually coming off of. But it, depending on the distance and length, it creates like there's sometimes it's like the bunch of the what looks like little lightning bolts, and then other time actually looks it's a straight beam.
So is it like a spark gap, or is it a jump, like a spark gap jump, or is it actually just shooting a beam out like a laser?
It kind of does like that, yeah. And it's actually kind of like in between the two.
Oh, okay, there we go. Gee, it looks very similar to the energy you see in the Van de Graaff generators, doesn't it? Are they the the ones that you can see through?
It does.
Are they Van de Graaffs? Same kind of thing, but you know what I mean. The plasma balls.
Yeah, so here at the end, you can see where it's actually kind of turned into a beam than the bolts. And all those EVO things shooting off, it's pretty intense. He did a private recording where it was amped up to 3 times the voltage to 100 or 300,000 volts just with me the other day, and he had it about 3 times as far away, and it actually turned into a full out beam that it was shooting instead of
really?
the lightning bolt aspect. It was it's pretty crazy. And his plan is to get it up to 1,000,000 volts and then try it. So who knows how much fun that will be. Don't try it at home. Accidents can easily happen, and even at 130,000 volts could.
No, I'm just thinking for all these, all these countries like Australia and Canada that have been, de-armed, shall we say, could come in handy.
Yeah. And these are some of the bifilar coils he's making. He's actually doing a set of 24 of them, and then attaching them in an array that might actually give a real hoverboard and or open up a dimension, a portal or something from some of the stories we've heard, including from the Hutchinsons. It's pretty crazy so you could go when you mix a whole bunch of them together.
That's the toss of the coin. You could go for a nice skate, do an ollie, or you could end up in an alternate universe. Who knows? It's all fun.
Right? You can ollie into an alternate dimension.
Yeah, man.
So this right here.
Ollie, right? Oh, wow.
All right. Higher dimensional ollie. These are plasma tube arrays that Zertis has. His dad gave him this, and it's an old school electronic healing device through plasma tube arrays. Yeah.
Wow.
Like each one of those has a different gas. Yeah. And apparently Zertis used to hold it up to his head as a kid and whatnot. I was like, no wonder you're such a cool dude.
That what happened? Yeah.
Stimulated brain with plasma growing up. Yeah, you can see him going with his hand. How he's like, he used to wave it all around as a kid. Right? What's science if you're not guinea pigging on yourself?
Oh, exactly.
And also in the same stream from earlier, we went through a bunch of Mike's work with Faraday Research and his over Unity, as well as Gerald's over Unity devices. Gerald actually has over half of his house now powered off of his devices, and he's working on getting the full 100%, including a hydroponic unit with lighting and everything, like indoor grow vegetable growing, agriculture growing, and everything off of it.
Is he off grid, or is he in like
he's working on it, so he's essentially half grid now. Half grid.
But his house in like suburbia,
he's halfway there.
Is he out in the bush? Is he in suburbia?
Yeah, he's in suburbia. I believe he's in the city of Winnipeg.
Yeah. Wow. Cool.
And then the cool part is that Jeremy, Alien Scientist, and the APEC guys, they're now verifying and reproducing some of Gerald's designs, and going to start working on some of Mike's designs and actually verifying these over Unity systems to the actual academic and mainstream community, science community, and being like, boom, here it is.
Yeah.
Biznityoches.
I want those schematics too, because that's the thing. Mike's doing it so that you can go and just find all the components at your local shops really easily. So I want those schematics.
Exactly. So we were actually talking about that, and we're going to start doing it in a manner that all the components are going to be like ones you can pick up off of Amazon, and that will be able to make it that like just put a full kit together that anybody can connect to and buy and easily access for cheap.
Nice. That's definitely what I want. That's what we need, right? With all these bloody, I mean, and wouldn't that be just be the best that, you know, all these people in Europe that are getting squeezed could just turn around and go, you know what? Suck it. We're not giving you any money. We're spending $100 and we're getting free power for the rest of time.
Exactly, right? Like,
And
it's time for this new paradigm. The time has never been better to say, screw you, system that is destroying this planet, destroying humanity, that's raping everybody. And once you're off, you'll be off forever. And that's what we're working on. And it's going to be a combination of working with the Hutchinsons and their solid state crystal batteries that literally there's channels out there like Laser Saber that have these battery systems running for over 8 years straight, powering their fans and their lights in their garages and stuff like that. So my goal, like what I've been talking with the Hutchinsons and our group here, like that by the end of this winter here, by it comes springtime, I want to have enough together that I have all of my outdoor lights running off of this permanent battery cells and off grid forever, that it's like all my LED lights and everything like that will be running, at least probably some fans, and slowly add to it. But it's like every time you get something hooked up to it, you're permanently bringing it off of the grid. So you're getting energy independence. You're also doing green energy. So you're helping the environment, helping the world, and you're no longer feeding into this slavery system.
Feeding the system. And that's what, you know, that's the lesson, right? Like they're shutting all this stuff down and everyone's like losing it. The lesson is, you know, hello guys, you can't trust these people. You can't rely on them. You need to rely on yourself. And that's where we are. That's what we need to start doing. Get out there and stop complaining that you're oppressed because, you know, you're the only white slave person that you know. And you've had to go through 7 generations of oppression, man. Time to stand up and do it ourselves, I think.
Exactly.
I don't know. Maybe I'll get
and we are stronger together. And it's all of these great minds coming together and making everything open source, and we all building it together, doing our own parts, and every little discovery is just as crucial. And any one of you watching that starts making these, you could be that missing key and link that makes that next big discovery. That's like all of us might be missing one thing here or there, that it all comes together, and before you know it, like realistically within this community, within a year, 2 years tops, half of us should be, you know, at least halfway to energy independence, if not fully at the energy independence. And once you're at that state, you never have to worry about paying it again. You'll have your heat, your power, your energy forever taken care of. And it's these solid state systems, which is crazy. So it's like there's not even moving parts that are going to wear down and break.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, there's about the last hundreds of years and stuff, and it's simple stuff. It's not that hard. So anyone who is contact Bernie, his channel, send him an email, and let him know what you're doing. Because, like you said, you know, everyone's a piece of the puzzle. We've got to work this one out, and you just might be that piece, even if you don't know you are. All right. So there we go. How are we going? What time is it where you are, Bernie? It's 10:48 p.m. here in cold Perth.
Oh my God! It's almost 8 a.m. and the sun is coming up. Uh-oh. I've got to do APEC in 4 hours, so I should probably go and have myself a 3-hour nap before APEC begins.
I think you should go and have a bit of a Bernie. Sure. All right.
Indeed.
Right, guys, so there you go. A bit of everything tonight. A bit of history, a bit of free energy, you know, a bit of a chat. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Thank you for being here. Welcome to all the new subscribers. And we will talk to you all. I think we're going to be back on Tuesday, if not before.
Yeah, we should do you, me, and Zertis maybe Your Monday morning, afternoon, if you can. My Sunday, if possible. That would be a pretty epic one that we need to do before you take off.
What Monday did you say?
So 2 days.
Yep, I've got some time Monday. Let me think. I've got Monday, I'm busy 7 till 8 and sort of 11 till 1 or so. So
Okay,
in the
yeah.
afternoon.
Should be fine after that, yeah.
I should have a spare hour or so. Then Tuesday and then Wednesday, I'm on a plane. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I'm off.
Even if it's like a little tiny canoe or a kayak, Campbell's got to do a video of I'm on a boat. We need to see Campbell close to the barrier reef.
Close to the barrier reef? All right, I'll get some shots. I'll be on the beach. It's out there. Out there. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Brother. Thank you so much. Much love.
Let's go get some sleep. And thanks everyone for being here. We'll see you all. What do we decide? Monday. So keep your eyes peeled and stay awesome. Bye for now.